Welcome to our session. We are going to look at financial management or corporate finance, where we are going to look at how to amortize a loan. So loan amortization is important because it gives us ways in which we can gradually reduce our bond premium over a certain specified time. So you can have a loan, be it at a bank, be it as a bond. So you need to set up a plan that you're going to use to liquidate that particular loan. So we call that loan amortization. So bonds are loans. So you can set up an amortization schedule for such. So bond amortization basically refers to the process of gradually reducing what? Your bond premium or discount over the life of the bond. So that the maturity that the bond is carrying equals the par value. So when a bond is issued at par, it means the coupon interest is equal to the market rate. There is no premium. If the bond is at a discount, it is selling for less than the face value. The bond can also be at a premium when the coupon interest is more than the market rate. So when bonds are issued at a discount, where the price is less than the par, the coupon interest is less than the market rate. If it's at a premium, the value of the bond is more than the par value. So the difference must be amortized over the life. So the purpose of amortizing the bond basically is number one, to accurately reflect the bond's book value in the financial statements. Also to match the interest expense with the bond and to reflect the effective cost of borrowing over time. So there are different types of bonds for amortization. We have coupon bonds, which pay periodic interest to the bondholders. We have zero coupon bonds, which do not pay any periodic interest. They are sold at a deep discount. Then we also have premium bonds. These are issued above the par value and they capture and they require amortization of premiums. We also have what we call discount bonds, which are issued below the par value. So I'll give you basics of amortizing a loan. We're going to come up with what is called an amortization schedule. An amortization schedule. So you need to understand how to come up with the interest rates, and also we use what we call the present value formula to discounting. So we have what we call an amortization schedule, which looks something close to this. You can have the number of years and the amount you're going to end at the period. So suppose you have a loan, amount of a loan, which is 1,000 kwacha at an interest rate of 10% for 3 years. So we are being asked to calculate or amortize this loan in 3 years or pay it back. So firstly, you need to understand the periodic payment that you'll be making. So the amount of loan is simply equal to the periodic payment. You can use PMT, okay, against the present value annuity factor, PVN. So we, in our time value class, had expanded the annuity formula. The annuity formula is given by what? With a negative. There's future value and present value annuity. So the present value annuity is 1 plus R to the power negative what? N over R. So this is a formula for loan amortization. So we have our loan, in this case, which is 1,000 kwacha. Then the payment is the first thing we need to calculate. We don't know payment. Then the interest rate is 10%. So this is 1.10 the power minus 3 over 10%. So when you compute that, what do we get at the end there? periodic payment is what we are looking for. We're going to get 2.487. So this is the annuity factor. You can even use the tables to read under present value interest annuity factor, 10%, 3. You get that. So to calculate the payment, we divide both sides by the interest factor, 2.487. What do you get when you divide 1,000 divided by 2.487? What are you getting? Periodic payment will be what? 40 what? 403. Okay. So now we go to the amortization schedule. So this amount has to be paid within 3 years. So year one, what was the beginning amount? It was 1,000. Okay. So this is column 1. Column 2 is the interest. So the interest we just multiply our cash flow times the interest rate. Our interest rate is 10%. So what is 10% of 1,000? That is 100. Okay. So I can just ask at this point, I hope no one is lost. Are we together? We are given a loan amount of 1,000. The interest rate is 10% to be repaid in 3 years. So we need to amortize this loan. To amortize is simply to set up a plan on how to find out how we can amortize this loan. So we start with understanding that we need to calculate the periodic payment. So the amount of loan is 1,000. The payment is what we are looking for. The interest rate is 10%. So using this formula here, 1 plus R 1.10 to the power -3, 3 years over 10% there. So when we computed that, we go to 2.87. We divide both sides, we get the periodic payment of what? 403. Okay. So at this point, we now need to amortize this loan completely. So I can use this schedule for you to understand. You can use, depending on the book you're using, any schedule that you want. So we have the year, we have the amount, and we have the in payment. Okay, so here we have the year. Okay, we have the beginning amount. We have the periodic payment. Okay, we have the interest. We have the loan paid. And finally, the closing balance, the end value. Okay. So in this case, we have year one, we had the beginning amount of 1,000. The periodic payment is 403. We calculated throughout, so you can put 403 throughout. 403, 403, and 403. This one should be copied and pasted throughout. And the interest rate was what?
Did you round off the
10%.
figure? Some of us found 402.
You found 402? Okay.
Yes, 402.09.
402.09. Okay.
0.09.
So let's put 402. What if 402, 402, and 402?
Or 402 point, yeah.
So now interest was what? 10%. So 10% over 1,000 is what? 100. So 100 there. Okay, so this is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, 5. Please follow me closely. So how do we get column 2? It's a payment that we calculated already here. This is column 2, right? How do we get column 3? Column 3 is simple what? Interest rate times column 1. How do we get column 4? It's column 2 minus column 3. So 402 minus 100, we get 302. Okay, then column 5 is column 1 minus column 4. So help me. What is 1000 minus 302? 698. Right? So this becomes your opening balance here for year 2, which is 698. So how do you find column 3? The interest rate is what? 10% of this. Just put a decimal there, so 69 point what? 8. And how do you find column 4?
You said column 2 minus column 3.
Yes, so column 2 minus column 3. So 402 minus 69.8. What do you get here?
57.6.
67.6.
57.
Pardon?
57.
57.6. Then what do we get in here? How do you get the end value?
640.4.
Sorry, is that the figure you're from putting 57.6? Is that accurate?
I don't know. I don't have a calculator. So it's 402 minus 69. It can't be. Can't be this value.
No, it's wrong.
402 minus 69.8.
It gives us 332.2.
2.2, yes, correct.
3?
332.2.
Then how would we get the last?
So we subtract 698 minus 332.2 to get the last column.
Yes, so give me the values.
365.8.
3,
65.8.
8.
5.8.
Okay, 365.8. So what do we do? 365.8. This figure, where does it go?
It goes back to C1.
Comes the opening balance for year 3. 3, 6, 5, point what? 0.8. So how do we get column 3? How do we get column 3? 10% of that. So 36 point what? 0.58. You're just moving the decimal point to the left. So and how do we get column 4? Subtract 402 minus this answer. What are you getting?
365.42.
365.42. Okay. Then approximately, I subtract here. This means that you get a 0, meaning you'd have amortized the loan, isn't it? All right. So this is what we call loan amortization. It carries good marks. I really need you to understand. So let's now answer this question together. Okay. Chama Enterprises is owned by an indigenous entrepreneur who borrowed 100,000 from a local bank. Interest is 25%, compounded semi-annually, and the company has to pay back at the end of 6 months for 3 years. So determine the size of each installment, meaning this is a payment, PMT, and draw the amortization schedule while splitting the table interest payments. Okay. So this is 10 marks. So what do we do? What do we have? What do we have in there? Let's identify the parameters we have. Please don't embarrass me. I've already explained what you need to identify there. We need to amortize that loan. So what are we doing? Let's identify the things that are there.
Okay, so the loan amount is 100,000.
The loan amount is 100,000, yes. So 100,000 amount of loan. What else?
Interest 25%.
Interest 25%. Okay. Okay. Compounded semi-annually, meaning our aim is what? Aim is 2, right? If it was quarterly, what was our aim? And number of years. Time is what? 3 years. Okay. So how do we find the periodic payment? Amount of loan is equal to what? Payment. Then we have that. 1 minus 1 plus r, the power what? Negative n over our r. So whenever compounding is done more than enough times, what happens? Our interest rate is always divided by the number of compoundings, and our time is always multiplied by the number of compoundings. So semi-annually, the interest, what is our interest here? 25%. So 25% divided by 2, what do we get? 12.5%. That's the interest rate that will be done every 6 months. Huh? So then our time is what? 3 years. Multiplied by 2, meaning the periods of time will be 6, as guided in the question. But you need to know, even if you're not guided, that will be 6 months, 6 times, sorry. So if it's semi-annually, meaning every 6 months. Okay. So now we need to calculate our amount. So here, the loan amount is 100,000. Payment, we don't know. Okay. And our annuity factor, we're going to say 1 minus what? 1.125. That's 12%. The power negative what? Negative 6 over the 12% here, which is 0.125 was 12%. So you need to be very clear. If it's annually compounded, we're not using 25%, we're using 12% because it's semi-annual. All right, are we together there? So what becomes our annuity factor in the brackets here? I don't have a calculator. It would be very nice if you did. Uh, uh-huh.
I found 4.05.
4.05. Final answer, right? Then how do you find the payment? You divide
Yes,
both
yes.
sides. So it becomes a periodic payment. We divide both sides by 4.05. 4.05. So it becomes our periodic payment.
Um, 24,691.36.
24.
24,691.36.
691.36. So now, remind me, how do we do the amortization schedule? Yeah. So this will be how many periods? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then the beginning amount. Beginning amount was 100,000. Then what do we go to next? Payment. What is the periodic payment? 24, 691.36. So this one you just copy and paste it throughout. Okay, 24, 691.36. Okay, until the end. Then the next part will be interest. How do we get the interest? The percentage. What is our interest rate? RI is what? 12.5%. So 12.5% of 100,000. How do we get?
12,500.
12,500. Okay, then the principal paid is subtract 100,000 minus 12,500.
87,500.
7,500. Then the end value, we subtract what? 100,000 minus 7,500. What do we get? Oh, we're supposed to do 24,000 minus 12,000. Not there. I misled you, sorry. 12,000 minus 12, 24,000 minus 12,000. Are you following?
Yes.
Mhm. So what do we get here?
Did you say we are subtracting 24
This
minus
column, this minus that, yes.
12,500?
This minus that.
Okay. So that's going to give us 12,191.36.
What do you get?
12,191.36.
12,191.36.
0.36.
Then now you get the end value, subtract this and that.
Eighty-seven, 808.64.
87,808.64.
08.64.
And this becomes the opening balance here. 87,808.64. Okay. Then what we do? What do you do?
We multiply the interest times 87.
Yes, which is what? 0.125 times 87, this amount. Okay? Are you following the flow? You don't need to make a mistake.
It's 10,976.
10,
976.08.
10,976 or just 976?
10,976.
10,976,
0.08.
08. Then here, how do we get the figure here?
We deduct the 10 from 24.
To get what?
Eighteen 715.28. Did you get that?
Yes, so anyway, the concept has been gotten right on how to amortize. So I need you to completely amortize this entire question on your own so that I get to see that you're understanding what amortization is all about. Okay? Is that clear? So this was
Yes,
from
it
the
is.
previous paper. So we will need you to do just part A and part B. So I really appreciate question number 4, part 1 and part 2. Or if you're able to do the entire question 4, since we did time value of money, you can still answer that. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Our next class in the evening, we'll look at questions to do with chapter 4. Okay, risk and return. We'll be looking at chapter 4, so we need to understand these things. I hope we are moving somewhere.